What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Internet Review. Got a lot of topics for you today, but this one's gonna be a bit short, just because I came into this kind of blind. I'm not even gonna edit this, but yeah. First one is apparently Apple's 2021 iPhones will return with in-display Touch ID. I guess similar to Samsung's supersonic fingerprint sensors. It'll work with the current Face ID facial recognition in a combined biometric security system. 9 to 5 Mac reported Monday. It says Cupertino, California-based company is likely to figure out technical problems it's been having with the in-display components in the next 18 months, according to Kuo. Apple has apparently been struggling with the power consumption, the sensing area small size, the thickness of sensing modules, and protection issues. Recent patent filings have also suggested that Touch ID will return. The feature was last seen on 2017's iPhone 8. Apple didn't immediately comment to a request for comment. It's amazing. Touch ID is pretty cool. The only reason I didn't get an iPhone 10 was because of Touch ID. But yeah, I want to cover the bad stuff first before anything else. One sec. So this past weekend, and very unfortunately, there were two shootings. One was at El Paso and one was at Dayton, somewhere in Ohio. What we know is that two shootings happened. At least 31 people were killed over the weekend in mass shootings in Texas and Ohio. 22 people were killed in El Paso. Wow. After a mass shooting on Saturday. Police say they found an anti-immigrant document espousing white nationalist and racist views, which they believe was written by the suspect. Wow. He may face hate crime charges in addition to capital murder charges. That's great. Because originally people were saying that he was not going to face anything, that they were just going to mark him as a mentally ill person and let him free. But yeah, it's looking like there might be justice after all for the families and all the people. And in Dayton, another 9 people were killed in the Oregon district of Dayton, Ohio. The suspect in that shooting was dead. My problem is, though, in El Paso, it appeared that there were multiple shooters, but they only got one and they're focused on that one shooter. But it's very unfortunate. And apparently there's a congresswoman at El Paso. Well, no, first of all, Trump is going to go to El Paso and speak there, which is horrible, seeing that they're like 80% Democrat. And but I mean, to each their own, right? But Veronica Escobar, which is Democrat, says that she refuses to be an accessory to Trump's visit. Whatever that means. Probably not good. Also, 40 minutes ago, Dayton's shooter ex-girlfriend says that he was fascinated by the mass shootings. The ex-girlfriend of Dayton's shooter, Connor Betts, told CNN that he was fascinated by mass shootings. He talked about it a lot, Adelia Johnson said. It was his main focus as a psychology person. Wow. He was interested in what makes terrible people do terrible things. Johnson said that she and Betts bonded over mental illness. In a long statement, Johnson said she met Betts in college and they bonded over depression and humor. She said on their first date, Betts showed her video of a mass shooting and gave her a play-by-play of what was happening. Johnson said she felt it was not abnormal for a psychology student to be fascinated by the horrors of humans. Their relationship, she said, consisted mostly of going out drinking and talking about mental illness. Wow. That sounds kind of fishy. And what made me mad about the whole deal is how like these old women are trying to appropriate it and blame it on the younger generation by saying it was caused by gaming, or something like. Let me pull up my draft because I wanted to tweet about it, but I never ended up tweeting about it. It's very sad though. Instead of posting about how much I dislike the situations I put myself through, I'm going to talk about why video games don't make killers. The famous news outlets like CNN and Fox News are taking these horrific, serious situations and desensitizing the general public by saying that video games are causing it, and that Fortnite is making people killers. And first of all, Fortnite is like a kid's game. It's like Overwatch. It's not a violent game. It's just like it's good for the mind. It trains your accuracy, your response time, stuff like that. What you could argue that these white moms, their husbands probably take their kids out to the gun range, right? And that could make them killers, right? But that's not a good point to argue. My first counter argument is with the El Paso shooting. El Paso Police Department said that the motives behind the killing was basically a targeted ethnic cleanse against POCs, specifically Hispanics. So it was racially charged. And, specifically the white supremacist / racially charged shootings have been on a rise, specifically after Donald Trump's election into office. Because during Obama's term, you didn't hear a lot about this, but you did hear a lot about the KKK. But now the KKK is making a comeback, and it's horrible. People are so shitty, and such shit-faced people, But it's very unfortunate, and my heart goes out to the families and all those people because it's such a horrible thing that happened to them. They didn't deserve that, and it's all because of people who, believe it or not, they're the higher ups, and they bring these ideals to their people, and this is what it causes. It just breeds hate and anger against each other, and people just nowadays, on every social platform, you see everyone's arguing about something. No one can ever agree on an opinion or anything because everyone wants to be right, but nobody ends up being correct. Everyone just wants to be politically correct. Yeah, I guess this was more of a rant than an episode, but yeah, very unfortunate. I will try to keep you guys updated on the situation. Hopefully they can confirm if they find the other shooters from the El Paso shooting. But yeah, see ya.